welcome back, Mzansi. You're still right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And this morning, you're about to feel all kinds of good because my friend Kutlwano's finest is in the building. I'm talking about Kutlwano Yika, who has been known for his street busking. And of course, we all know about those well-known musicians who started out covering other artists' songs. But this morning, Kutlwano is here to let us in on the fact that he's going to be releasing music. And we are so excited to celebrate with him. So let's give this king who took it from the streets to weddings, to big stages, to even anniversaries and more. We're here to welcome him in the best way possible. Let's give it to him, everybody. My Kutlwano, all righty?
I'm feeling good.
That's good. Yeah. You look so smart. You look ready for this new single, hey?
Yeah, that's just pushing the brand, so people need to take me seriously. I think my look is very important for that, so yeah.
I love that. Well, you look amazing, and I'm so excited for you, Kutlwano. But I always say, let's take it to the beginning, because of course there was a time when you fell in love with music that got you to where you are now. Talk to us about, from the age of 6, what were some of your biggest influences when it came to music, and who even made you fall in love with music?
Well, Michael Jackson was the biggest entertainer out there. And I was just glad that my father, it happened that he was one of the imitators of Michael Jackson.
Really?
So, yeah, he was basically doing entertainment for a big artist like Michael Jackson. And I just fell into music that way, never knowing that. But I guess when you're born for something, it will show up as time goes.
That's beautiful. And I love that you believe that, because I believe that too, 100%. If something's meant for you, it'll find you along the way. You just got to keep going. But this is the thing about you, is that you've been going for a while now. Talk to us about street busking. How long have you been doing it? And you know, what even made you feel like this is exactly what I wanted to do?
Well, I started in 2021, thanks to COVID.
Oh, really?
It really forced me to, look at life differently. And I had to drop out of my varsity degree in my last year of study.
Are you serious? What were you studying?
So I was doing econometrics in UJ.
Oh, my goodness.
And I just fell in love with a certain Busker in the UK and the United Kingdom, and I just wanted to have that here in South Africa. Sadly, I just found out that the busking culture is not as big as I thought it would be. But then I was like, without pioneering something, you're never gonna really enjoy the success of your life. So I decided to take it out there in the streets, and I started at the malls, and to my surprised, they told me because it's COVID, I can't do malls and shopping centers. Then I decided to own the stage on the streets. To my surprise, Johannesburg has been supportive. And yeah, I'm just looking at the world now.
I love that. And that's the thing about the concrete jungle, Johannesburg. The possibilities are endless. But talk to me about what it is exactly that you love most about busking. Because just like you say, to your surprise, there were so many things that you found where you were like, I never expected this. What's been the most heartwarming thing, the most special thing that just made it worth it?
Well, seeing people cry, seeing people smile, seeing people, obviously with music, it's subjective, whether you're talented or not. I think that's one of the issues that pushes people away from music. They just want people to validate whatever that they're doing. I mean, you have to put in your 10,000 hours and be your own judge, but then you let the audience decide on you, right? So even now, I'm pushing a brand and my reputation just to show people where I'm going. But I'm just glad that there are also some people who are a bit critical of my performing and things like that keep me grounded and just looking to improve all the time. I
love that. And you keep leveling up, Kutlwano, because, from starting to busk in 2021 to 2022 and 2023, being on the South African Social Media Awards stage, how did that opportunity come about?
I think the story of busking is what sells my story. It just sells my brand all the time. People like that. It's like entrepreneurship is such a big thing in South Africa, given the unemployment that we face. So someone seeing someone doing something for themselves, it just brings out a different, emotion. And so obviously people can tell you about getting exposure, but I think there's no bigger exposure than being on the streets in the biggest city in Africa.
That's such a beautiful way to look at it. Yes. That's incredible. And Kutlwano, I feel like, when the time comes for different stages of your career to kind of take form, you can feel it. You just understand, which is why now you're sitting here and you're going, I'm going to release my own music. I've been covering other people's music for a while. let's get into that, because I'm also just like, what direction are you going to take it in? You know, what can we expect from Kutlwano Yika?
Well, firstly, I want to have a nice body of work. I've been covering different music, different genres of music, and I've seen how people react to that. But obviously, with understanding business, I've gotten, you know, like Dr. Sipostole, who actually mentored me and just encouraged me to look at music differently. Like I obviously want to have my music out there, but it's important to have timeless message on my music. And so I'm just selling myself out there to all the talented producers who want to work with me to do that, because I want to open the next year with a banger, basically.
Come on, award-winning album. I see it. You've been performing on award stages. Now it's time for you to win the awards. You know what I mean? Exactly. But let's talk about this, Kutlwano, because I feel like, you know, when we sit here, just like you're saying, you want to open the year with a really big banger. What exactly are your music goals as well? You know, where do you see yourself? Do you want to go to the UK and be where the Busker that, you know, inspired you is and everything?
True. I just want to change the perception of busking in South Africa. It's very lovely to be overseas, but then you have to build it at home.
Come on.
Just start an industry, you know. This is a career for me. You know, people they feel like, okay, it's not financially viable to do music. I'm never broke, because I know this is my 9 to 5 essentially.
Come on.
But what's really selling me is the fact that I've been able to collaborate with other musicians. I'm working with Alvin Botha, Mr. Keys, they call him. He plays guitar, he plays piano, something that I can't have, but I have to upskill myself and to give, you know, my clients a much more textured performance, you know, whenever they get to book me. And sadly, ever since I linked up with him, I never looked back. I was like, this has just elevated my live performances. And so with Alvin Botha, you can book us and you get the best, you know. In the business. Yes, exactly.
Exactly. I love that, Kutlwano. That is so beautiful. And Kutlwano, you know, for me as well, I'm someone who also dropped out of ecos in third year. There's something about that economics thing. It's a little bit economical. That's the problem. However, what would you say is the biggest thing that it taught you, especially going from being a part of that degree to then going and having to, you know, be street smart more than anything else?
Being a critical thinker, being very truthful, because you have to fact check everything that you get to say. Being very efficient with your costs, understanding business and different industries. I think I wouldn't have tapped into music if I thought I could not even make money from it.
Beautiful.
So I think economics did a lot.
High five, my fellow almost equals.
I can say that.
Yeah, Kutlwano, congratulations. You've done so well for yourself, and I'm so excited to continue seeing you grow. And yes, maybe I'll also start basking.
For sure.
Happy birthday. I'll sing for you, don't worry. All right. Listen, family, he's not going anywhere. Kutlwano Yika, he is the future of not just busking in this country, but of music, because truly he's so talented, and he's going to prove it to you in a little bit. It's all going to be happening right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show, where he's going to be performing for us, not once, but twice. But first, let's get up to date with what's happening about in the world. Here's the beautiful Carissa with the news headlines.